Alright, so we are sitting here at the Loves on exit 27 right here on the other side of Kentucky once you come in from Illinois on 24. So we're just ran in, took a shower, grabbed something to eat, and now we're gonna head back out. We're about 5 hours, 40 minutes away from our destination here. It says we should be getting there about 7:30, so not too bad. It's been a real easy going ride. Roads are wide open. I've never been on 24 before, but it doesn't seem like it's super busy. A little rough at times, but other than that, yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Definitely enjoying driving the Peterbilt. It was funny last night when we parked. We were driving through, and of course there's no parking anywhere, it seems like, when it gets to a certain time of night. And I was driving through the Flying J, I forgot, oh, in Effingham, I think it was. And I mean, there's trucks rolling in and out of there trying to find parking spots. And one guy comes over to the CB and he's like, "Hey, Peterbilt, you looking for a spot to park?" And of course I went on there and was seeing which one. If he was actually talking to me, I just said which one or whatever, and he said straight across from you. And he's like, "See me flash my lights?" And I said, "Yeah." And he's like, "I'm pulling out here if you want to park in here." And I just think that's pretty cool. It pays to have a big, nice looking Peterbilt driving around, because people just have a different level of respect. Seeing all the other drivers drive in and out of there, I can't imagine how they felt when I was driving after them and I get a parking spot. So yeah, that was a pretty cool experience. Me and Maddie thought that was pretty cool. So we're gonna get the trucks running here and hit the road. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, we are on Highway 62 here, coming up on the Kentucky Dam. Thought it'd be pretty cool to come over here and see this. Kentucky's definitely a beautiful state, that's for sure. Might actually have Maddie just hold this. Hard to see the GoPro trying to adjust here, but you can see up there the towering buildings. We're coming up on Nashville, Tennessee. Traffic jam up there. just got a door here at the beef place where we're gonna deliver this load from Rantoul, Illinois. And looks like it might be a little bit tight. See that guy pulling out right there? He's got to ride right up on the curb to get out. So we'll see how it goes. But it is got here for my appointment time, and fortunately made it here before all the traffic got real crazy. So we're gonna get over there and get backed in. We gotta unhook after we get backed in, and then go park in the bobtail spot and wait for her to give me a call, let me know that I'm done being unloaded. So we will see you guys when we're backing in over there. Alright guys, so we ended up getting unloaded here. Now, since I've gotten unloaded, there's 2 trailers parked next to my trailer. So let's set this down here. There's 2 more trailers parked in here. So it's gonna be a little bit more challenging to get the trailer back out. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna get my airlines hooked up here. Get my airlines hooked up, and then shut that down because we don't need that out. And then try to get out of here. So we'll see you guys on the way out. Alright, so it looks like the truck next to me here, he just got there, so I'm assuming he's gonna be pulling that trailer out here shortly. But I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start pulling up that way and then back up and then go over there, and then I'm just gonna back, like get my trailer out, and then over there is the exit, so I'm just gonna back all the way down there. So we'll see how it goes here. All right, well, we are about 20 minutes away from our pickup, headed back to Melrose Park, Illinois. As you can see, it's a beautiful drive out here. Me and Maddie were just talking about how it's nice to get off the interstate and actually get on some 2-lane, get some scenery. So we're headed to US Cold Storage. We're gonna pick up there, hopefully. The appointment was for 3 p.m. and I'm not getting there until about 5:30. So they said it's 24-hour loading there, but you know, when you're late for your appointment, sometimes they make you wait hours and hours and hours after your appointment time because you become a work-in or whatever. So we'll see how that goes. But if it does go well, we'll be on our way to Melrose Park, Illinois. And then from there, we'll grab a load of possibly water or something out of Pleasant Prairie, headed back home. So we'll check in here in a little bit after we figure out what's going on. So we got a door here finally at the place, US Cold Storage. When we originally pulled in here, the guard checks your temperature, and I had set my reefer at -20 in some part of Alabama. I kind of forgot what part it was, but it was 5 hours before I even got here. And my reefer needed to be at least pre-cooled to -10, and it was at +6 still. So I let my dispatch know that, and he was just like, well, it should be down there by now, which I definitely agree with him on that. So he just said, go run a defrost on your reefer, and maybe that's why it's not down there yet. So I ran the defrost on there, and then it seemed to start dropping just fine. But I've now been sitting here for the last, like, I don't even know, it's 9 o'clock now, and we got here at 5:30, I think, waiting for this thing to cool down enough so we can get into a door. So kind of disappointing, but it is what it is. Finally got the call, and they let me know I could back into a door. So I'm gonna go slide my axles all the way back and get back into the door, hopefully get loaded up here real quick, and then we'll be able to get on our way to Illinois. So we'll see you guys here in a bit. All right, we got it all loaded up here in Covington, Tennessee. It's pretty early in the morning, but anyways, got backed in and they just open the doors from the inside here and then do everything just like that. You don't gotta open your doors or anything. I do like that a lot better when the places do that because, well, when you gotta keep a trailer at 20 below, it's nice to be able to back it in and they open it up inside the freezer. It just keeps the trailer a lot colder and you don't have to worry about your reefer trying to hold it at such a cold temperature. So we're at -10, which is probably where it's gonna be at, but we gotta keep it at -20 anyways, so it stays cold being that it's ice cream. But we're gonna get on our way here to Melrose Park and we'll see you guys on the road. Alright, so we are now in Chicago, coming around 355, hopping on 88. We're gonna head over to Melrose Park here, about 15 miles away from where we're gonna drop, and hopefully get in early. But being that it's Jewel Osco, you guys have seen in my previous videos how it always goes with Jewel Osco. So we'll see how it goes, but I'd say the week has went pretty good so far. Not really any issues, mainly just lots of traffic jams, a lot of construction, which is very normal for this time of year and on the interstates and stuff. So yeah, I'm excited to get this off and get back home for the weekend for a day or whatever it's gonna be before I gotta head back out again. So we'll see you guys here in a little bit when we get this load dropped off. All right, well, we went and tried to get in here early, but what happened is exactly what I knew was gonna happen. We can only be here a couple hours earlier than what our appointment is. So I'm gonna come back at 3 o'clock. I'm just gonna go up here and park. There's kind of like an abandoned parking lot. I don't know what, I forgot what it was, like a Toys R Us or something, I think. But there's always trucks parked there, and it's usually where I park when I got away from my appointment. So we'll come back in an hour and get checked back in, get unloaded, and go from there. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. So we ended up blowing an airbag. We were sitting at the spot where we parked there because we were early and just had to go sit for a little bit. So we were just laying down in the truck, and all of a sudden, like, bang! And like, you could feel the back of the cab of my truck just like shake. And I like hurried up and crawled up to the front because I had thought somebody like smashed into my truck or something. And I was parked right next to somebody else and look out, and we both like came out of our bunks at the same time and looked at each other. We're just like, so I like hurried up and got out because I thought, okay, well at this point maybe it's just a tire that's blown or something. But no tires are blowing on the truck, and walked back to the back here on the trailer when I was sitting there, and I'll show you here. Sorry, that noise is really bad. They're unloading me right now, but you can see that airbag is completely done for there. So we're gonna have to get that replaced ASAP. I got a load of water going back. To Minnesota, so we'll get that fixed and then get loaded up and head her back home. Probably won't be back home till tomorrow. So yeah, it's been a good week, but stuff goes wrong and you just got to get her fixed and keep on moving. So we did end up finally getting the door here about 5:30. Our appointment was 5 p.m. we got here 2 hours early at 3 o'clock, and this is what I'm saying. We got here 2 hours early, but we still didn't even get a door until 5:30. So with reefer, I've noticed it really, like I would say 9 times out of 10 does not pay to be early, because they just don't even take you. They'll just tell you to turn around, and then if they do let you in, you end up sitting and waiting for a door, or they'll give you a door and you just sit for hours before they even unload you anyways. So I don't know, I like being early, but at the same time it's just like I've never found there to be a point to be really early to these appointments. Now when I haul a dry van and stuff, when I've hauled a dry van, I mean, I would get there back into the door and then pull me off when I got there. It was never like, okay, well, what's your appointment time? It's always just like, okay, yeah, back in, we'll pull you right off. So I think that's always really nice about a dry van. I've always liked that. And flatbed, that's definitely more of a, it can be appointment based, and it's kind of a mix of both, depending if you're working on job sites and they've got crane appointments and stuff like that. So anyways, yep, we're gonna go right to the, probably like gloves or something after this, and get this thing fixed up, and then head over, pick up our water, and then head back to Minnesota. So we'll see you guys in a little bit. So we ended up getting my trailer fixed last night. We got a new airbag on here. As you can see, there is actually the last airbag they had that would actually work on this trailer. So they got it on there, but come to find out, I don't know what happened, but up in the corner up there, there's a, oh, you can see it right there, that copper looking bolt, it's leaking out of there. So I don't know if he ended up messing it up, putting it in, or what, but we got to figure out what the deal is, because it's blowing air out pretty good, and I don't really feel like wrecking something else. So I'm gonna try to tighten it up a little bit and see if that's what it is. Maybe just didn't tighten it enough, or because yesterday he said something about finding a different size, a different thread type, and if he didn't do that and screwed it in there anyways, if it was the wrong thread type, he could have messed it up. So I'm gonna see what the deal is here, and I'll let you guys know how it goes. Alright, so I actually put the wrench on it and turned it like no problem at all. So that kind of seems not right, like he didn't even tighten it up. So let's see if it fixed it or not. Oh yeah. See, there's no, you can hear the airbag airing on now. But last time, or before I tightened that thing, all you could hear was the air hissing out of that valve. So that makes me happy. It was just I needed to tighten it up, and that fixed the problem. So we're sitting in Toma right now. I had to get some fuel, and we're making our way back to Minnesota. So we will see you guys here in a little while. All right guys, well, we made it. We made it back to Minnesota. We're gonna drop the trailer off, head home, take a shower, get changed, get something to eat, and then catch up on everything I need to get done that I have yet to get done the entire week because I've been gone. So this week is not at all what I expected it to be, because, well, I didn't expect to go to Georgia, but it was a lot of fun doing that. So I have no complaints, but just got some catching up to do, and then right back to work again. Hauling a load of ice cream back out to down to Urbana, Illinois, and then over to Indianapolis. So as you can see out here, we are definitely not in the southeast anymore. They've got a lot of snow here. We got, I guess, 4 or 5, 6 inches, whatever it was, when we were gone down in Georgia, where we were down there, and it was about, I don't even know, 85 degrees going across Georgia, Alabama. The reefer wouldn't even get down to temp because it was so warm out. But now it's like you don't even gotta have the reefer on because it stays so cold. So yeah, it's been a really good week. It was really fun to experience some different roads, different places that I have never been before. I've never been to Georgia before. I've been through, it was my first time ever going through Alabama, and it was really cool because one of my subscribers was actually going through there, almost to his house there, and comes over the radio. So it's really cool getting to see different areas and doing different things sometimes instead of doing the normal routine every day is same thing. So I told my dispatch that, yeah, I might want to do that more often, do something different and get out and travel, and then I get to see you guys more because a lot of you guys aren't even from right around this area, but out in different states, and it's kind of cool to run through the same states as my subscribers and getting to see you guys out on the road and hearing you guys call over the radio for me and saying the milkman. I always keep my radio turned up even though it's not very good and I can't reach out very far once we pass each other or whatever. It's still cool to get to say hi and stuff. So yeah, so we'll see you guys in the next video.